Hey people, it's your girl Nurse Diaries. I thought today I'll have a chill chit chat with you guys. I posted a Q&A on my Instagram story and so many people had loads of questions in regards to nursing, how life has been like. So I thought let me just explain your questions in more depth and also add on information that I think is imperative to add on in this current stage in life. Especially give you guys an insight into how I am in life right now and where things are going. We start with a great look in just January and we're now in April, and I just want to give you guys an update and then see how we can work things through, because when I say we, I mean we're doing this together. And then literally 6 months into the year, which is in June, we are going to reflect on what we have done well, what we haven't done well, if we've been slacking, how can we improve from today so that by the time we get to June, which is still quite far away if you think of it, if you're really dedicated on something, that we actually achieve our goals. So, and that's just our goals for half of the year. That's not even the end of the year. So if you're watching this, make sure you grab your mug or tea or whatever it is that you drink, and let's get into this video. Hey, if you don't know me, I am Nurse Diaries UK, a registered nurse, a gynecology nurse to be precise. So people have asked me on Instagram, how have you got into gynecology? How did you get into gynae? So I literally just saw the job vacancy online and I applied for the job. I didn't have any like gynae experience. I had experience when I was a student on placement, but that placement was so different to what I do now at work anyways. So yeah, you don't need like an extra course or anything to go into gynecology. You can just go straight into it. That I work on a ward, so that's specifically for wards, but I'm sure outpatients is the same thing, to be honest. You kind of just learn on the job. Another question that I got was, what do I do with my everyday day-to-day work? So a lot of the time I have people who come in due to multiple reasons. Like some people come in due to heavy or prolonged vaginal bleeding. Some people come in due to ectopic pregnancy. Some people come in due to miscarrying. Some people come in due to having excruciating pain. And they can sometimes get diagnosed with endometriosis, uterine fibroids, adenomyosis. Some people may have cysts that need draining. Some people may come in because of they want to terminate pregnancies. Some people, sometimes we also get some gynecology oncology patients. So some people may have cancer. They may have very, very progressive cancer. Yeah, there's just a lot of different things that you see when you're working on a gynae ward. Over time, you're prepping people for surgery, and when I prep people for surgery, I like to explain to them what to expect when they go to surgery, and then what to expect when they come back as well, and their recovery. I think it's important for a nurse to go through those things, because sometimes it can be really overlooked, or sometimes doctors can go through it, but because the person's so overwhelmed, they may not actually like gather everything that they need to ask them. So sometimes going through it again with the patients is quite essential, and it gives them the clarity and the peace of mind that they need, and it gives them the opportunity to ask questions. And as the individual's nurse, you're literally there with them most of the time, so they know you've built that rapport anyways. So that's why I like asking those questions. Also, being a gynecology nurse does come with its challenges, I'm afraid. I guess every job does. I know that the NHS at the moment is not the best in terms of like jobs. I've got so many newly qualified nurses that have been newly qualified for a year, 2 years now, and they're struggling to find jobs, which is really sad because it's such a demanding degree. You go through placement where you work 12.5 hours for free just to meet those hours, and to not get a job after all of that, it is quite a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. So honestly, I don't know what's going on, but things need to change, things need to get better. And even when you're working, like there's at times when people want to move jobs, they want to progress, they want to do other things, and there's just no jobs out there. So yeah, it's just a tough time right now in the job market, to be honest with you. I knew it was like that for like corporate jobs, but I didn't think it would be like that for working in the healthcare system, where we need people's help. So yeah, it is a bit crazy. Had my challenges. I will go in more depth with those challenges with you guys when things change, because I feel like I don't want to be preaching when the change hasn't occurred yet. But when things change for the better, then I will go into more depth with you guys into what I mean by those challenges. But just know that I'm only bringing this up because I want us to showcase that things are not roses, they're not flowers. Just because you see me posting about nursing doesn't mean that nursing is great. Everybody has their times in their jobs where things are not the best, and that is just the period that I am unfortunately in at this moment in life. And I'm just trying to push through, and I feel like having Nurse Diaries UK is what pushes me to go through, carry on. Like, it's what inspires me, like being able to actually showcase what I love, because I do love looking after people. I love advocating, and being able to do that on my platforms is kind of the push that I need to just keep going. Somebody asked me about progression in nursing. How is it like? I already spoke about the fact that the job market right now is not the best. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard to get jobs as a newly qualified nurse, and it's hard to get jobs as a already qualified nurse who wants to do better, who wants to progress, who wants to move on, who wants to succeed in life. It's quite hard because the job market is so rubbish that there's literally no jobs around at the moment. Or sometimes you see jobs, but they're like in a different trust and they only accept internal staff members, therefore you can't apply for it, you're not eligible to apply for it. So that is also quite frustrating as well. But my advice would be, because it depends on which environment you work in. So for example, if you work in a department where they require a lot of people, a lot of staff, they are happy heavy on investing in their teams, investing in their team's education and development, then that's a good environment to be in. If you go to your interview, if you're watching as a newly qualified or you apply for a job and you go to your interview and you ask about how is progression like, how can I develop as an individual, and they say like things that are not very encouraging, then that is a red flag that you may be doing that job for years and they may not progress you. You need to be in an environment where the people who employ you, the people who hire you, passionate about what they do. And that's one thing that I have learned, like I have now understood, and I feel like you don't understand that until you get more experience in the job that you're in, and then you really understand what I mean. You need to be in an environment where the people, the senior people are passionate about what they do, because when they're not, they will be the people that you have to rely on when it comes to your progression, when it comes to asking things, when it comes to putting you on courses. And if they're not passionate about their work, then they're not going to want to do anything for you, basically. So you need to just be very mindful of that. But yeah, I've been in 2 different jobs. Nursing is not easy whatsoever, but you know what? I always say this, anything is possible, and don't ever limit your environment to making you think that nothing is possible and that you won't achieve things. Qualified and you just can't find anything. It's easy to say be patient, but because it's not easy to be patient, especially when you know you've worked so hard to even finish nursing school. But just know that everything comes in the best timing ever, and you will find that job. Keep looking, keep searching, keep networking with people. Go to the nursing events. You never know who you meet in life. One thing I've realized is as well, like, social media does help, and you can find your job. You can actually network with somebody who may say to you then, oh, by the way, we're looking to hire somebody. Like, you may find that job, and don't be scared to, if it's a private job, to go into doing that. Like, there's literally no difference. And if they want to do you some good, they want to help you, they want to help you evolve into the nurse that you want to be, then go for it. I think it's, before I never used to really hear about private nursing, etc., but now I've realized that it's literally the same thing. So yeah, this video is short and sweet. Next week we're going to go into a routine. I want to show you guys my routine, because I have spoken to you guys, as I said, about the great looking of Nurse Diaries UK 2026, where we were really keeping accountability of our actions. And really and truly, I've been slacking off. Like, I feel like I've been kind of low in mood, quite unhappy with things, and not posting and not doing what I want to do for my content, for my page. And I've just, today I have just come to the realization that, you know, there's so much more to life, and what I'm so passionate about, I need to push on that, because that might be my breakthrough. That might be the reason as to why things are not working the way they want to work, because that is what I'm destined to do. Like, you just don't know. You just never know what is in store for your life. So really and truly, the great looking was all about this anyways. The great looking was locking in, doing things that you're uncomfortable with. So next week's vlog, we're going to be doing a routine, a self-care routine, because I feel like I've been slacking off. I've not been looking after myself. I've not been eating well. I've been feeling sluggish. I've been feeling bloated. I've just not been my best version of myself, because I've let my emotions get the better of me. So I feel like it's important to do a routine of a well-being routine, because especially as healthcare professionals, sometimes we can get into the habit of just going to work and surviving. Like one of my friends, Portia, says it's sometimes as if we're just surviving, and that is not good enough. That is not good enough. So yeah, we're gonna do a whole routine in the next vlog, so I hope you will enjoy it. Make sure you like and comment on this video, and I will see you next week for a new vlog. If there's anything you want me to showcase on this channel, let me know in the description box, and I'll see you next week for another video.